Hello everyone. Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about another important concept in geographical thought, and that is known as quantitative revolution in geography. Whenever we discuss about any revolution in history or any other discipline, sure we have the different perspective, and we think about certain war or certain systemic change or certain protest or the rebellion group that seek to the change of the power or the power structure. But here in geographical thought, the term revolution have the different connotations. Just like the green revolution, it does not mean a war or a protest or anything. A white revolution or rainbow revolution. In the same way, the quantitative revolution have not such connotations. In geographical thought, quantitative revolution indicate about the uses of the material sciences or the propositions of the material sciences, uses of the statistics, mathematics, mathematical models, spatial models, or the mathematical rules or the rules of the or the laws of the physical sciences, just like the laws of gravity, thermodynamics, and the other physical laws governing to the geographical concepts and the geographical issues and geographical problems. Quantitative revolution indicates about the application of statistical technique like the descriptive statistics, hypothesis testing, correlation, regression, or any other statistical models in geographical inquiry, in geographical analysis. This statistical technique and its adaptation in geographical thought has certain historical background. After the Second World War, we see in geography that there are the certain changes in geographical studies, and the methods and techniques of the geographical inquiry have been observed after the Second World War. And among the geographers, the popularity of uses of the laws of the sciences, material sciences, mathematics, statistics, spatial sciences, or the economics were prevailed at that time because of the various complexes in theory building process of the geography. Geographers were always involved into the discussions that what would be the different aspects of the geographical inquiry and geographical studies, whether the descriptive methods are considering the man and environment relationship, that was the traditional methods of the studying geography, or descriptions of the earth and all the phenomena which are located upon the earth's surface and its relations with the environment and the nature, and how nature controls these features of the human creations, or the human creations, how much it affects to the natural environment. These were the certain methodological issues or the methodological ways through which geography was proceeding in its theoretical analysis, in its theoretical development. The descriptions, the explanations of the earth's phenomena, the associations of the nature and to the man, these were the important issues that the geographers were inquired about the problems within the range of the geography. However, after the Second World War, there were the certain methodological revolution in other discipline, like in sociology. The nature of sociology was being changed in terms of social physics, and it was generally based upon the theories of the positivism. That was one of the important theory of the Auguste Comte, and that motivated more to the other discipline also, especially the social sciences and the humanities also. In that sequence, the theories or the subject matter of the other disciplines were changing drastically and adopting the empirical and empiricist way, where the normative questions or the value loaded questions were restricted and minimized. There were the certain propositions in quantitative revolution in geographical thought also, like geography must be considered as the scientific discipline just like the other disciplines of the natural sciences. The methodology of geography must be empirical, empiricist, and the positivist. The question of what it is more important than what ought to be. It means that the normative questions, the normative questions, ideals, as well as the theoretical or the metaphysical questions were neglected. And whatever the problems which are located over the earth's surface in a precise way, that should be explained through the way of the mathematical and physical as well as the natural laws and its adaptations. Statistics and the abstract models of the spatial sciences were adopted for the geographical analysis, like the gravitational model has produced in urban geography as the distance decay law, or the law of the gravity that controls the migration. In the same way, in geomorphology, the quantitative revolution leads towards the quantitative analysis of the river cycle or the erosion of the river and the weathering of the river, like the morphometric analysis. In the same way, in theories of the migration, in population geography, we have taken the abstract models of the spatial and locational studies and locational sciences. In economic geography, we have the Weaver's models of the crop combinations, Chrysler's models. In climatology, we have the certain range of the models of the classification of the climates, Chrysler's models of the central place theory. These are the important models that have been developed during the quantitative revolution in geographical thought, and that contributed in somehow about the precise and the meaningful inquiry of the abstract models of the inquiry of the earth's surface and the location of the economic activities, like the agricultural location models, industrial locations models, as well as the spatial analysis of the certain locations that are suitable for the firm and the economic activities in a certain ways. In that quantitative revolutions, geographers like the I. Burton, who have contributed an article of the Canadian Geographers Journal as the title as The Quantitative Revolution and the Theoretical Geography. I. Burton, as well as the Shorley, Peter Hazett, somehow David Harvey, and the other geographers were very importantly contributed in terms of the statistics, hypothesis testing, linear regression models, are the different models and its development in the different branches of the geography. Not only the physical geography, but the urban geography, population geography, human geography, and the other branches of the geography were motivated with this quantitative revolution technique and quantitative revolution model. Here we see that what was the purpose of the quantitative revolution in geography. The foremost purpose of the quantitative revolution of geography is to develop the theories, abstract models, spatial models, locational theories and the models on the basis of the statistical mathematical principles. Because of the geographers of that time during 1960s, they were struggling with the theoretical issues or the theories and the subject matters of the geography. Even the president of the Harvard University have tried to close and even close the geography department of the university. In Europe, the geography department of the different colleges and universities were being eased out or being relaxed or being shut down in that circumstances. What would be the core ideas or the social relevance of the geography? What is the social relevance or the uses of the geography in applications? Among the geographers, these complexes are there in their mind. That's why they wanted geography to be precise, to be empirical, to be positive, and as par with the other natural and material sciences. That's why they wanted geography to be value free rather than it must be based upon the empirical observation, social survey or the surveying, physical survey, empirical observation, as well as on the basis of the scientific inquiry. The questions of norms are neglected. Instead, the questions of the proper empirical observations were adopted. In geography, they wanted to make geography as the science of spatial sciences. That's why this quantitative revolution geography is, and the persons and the geographers who were the advocate of these technology were called as the school of the spatial sciences in geographical thought. This school of spatial sciences are important in terms of the precise, accurate, and the abstract explanations of the geographical features over the earth. However, there were the certain criticism of the quantitative revolution in geographical thought. And in 1970, we see the range of the geographers, especially the qualitative geographers, who believe in the descriptions and the traditional explanations of the Earth's features upon the in the range of the geographical thought. They have criticized geography, quantitative geography, and the quantitative school and the spatial school of geography. Like David Harvey, a radical geographer, Richard Peat, as well as the D. Smith, a propounder of the welfare school of thought. In the same way, the behavioral geographers, welfare school of thought, humanistic geography, humanism, or the Marxist school of geography, they have criticized the quantitative revolution in geography and overutilization of statistical technique and the overutilization of the mathematical model and abstract model in geography. And they have said that the question of geography is not only it's to be what it is, but it must be what ought to be. And they have criticized that we can explain about the material constituents of the earth's surface or the crust or this universe, but we cannot tell about what was the purpose of making this universe through the means of the quantitative revolution and empirical observation. So, we cannot neglect the normative and the values in geographical analysis, in geographical study. The value-free geography or the norms-free geography has no social relevance. That's why the feminist geography, radical geography, as well as the welfare school of geography, who have raised the questions of the inequality among the society, who has raised the questions of the unequal distribution of the wealth and the welfare amenities among the social groups and among the social individuals of the society. So we can say that quantitative revolution, however, has contributed certain added more in the geographical arena and in the geographical canvas, but it has also been criticized because of its overemphasis upon the locational model and as well as the spatial models and utility of the different technological as well as the statistical technique in geography that has reduced the level of the qualitative geography and the qualitative aspects of the geographical inquiry and geographical studies. Thank you so much.